How we doing, folks? Doug Rice, good morning, 11 o'clock, 11:01 on the 29th of June, 2021. I am relegated to YouTube Live. It's just the way it is. I don't really care. I'm just saying that this is how it has worked out. I guess TikTok has determined that it will be July before I am able to go live on TikTok or post videos. To that, I say, fuck you. I will then do this. And guess what, folks? Uninterrupted me is going to be a sight to see. God damn, what can you say? All right. So I'm going to begin. I just watched a movie. It was on Amazon Video. And the message in the movie is what strikes me. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to be here for a minute, so fucking you might as well grab your fucking coffee. And if you don't have coffee, well, grab your coffee. I've got one for every, just in case, so I don't have to get up and get any. Okay? So for those that notice the number of people that are in the room, the reason for that is I make these videos primarily so folks can look at them later. That's basically what I'm doing. Without the medium of TikTok, I've decided I might as well go ahead and lean into YouTube Live and test my ability and skill to carry a conversation without anyone in the room. So this is what it's going to be. As I was saying, I was watching a movie. The movie, here's the reason I can't get away from this shit. And, I'm just keeping it 100. Ignore calls while I do this. Here's the reason I can't. I constantly make this a mantra. Why this is important to me. Because once you've taken note of what's going on in every respect across the board, and specifically in the entertainment and movie field, folks, this is why this is so important. Because it's not the subject of the movie, it's not the story, it's not the plot, it's not the action, it's not the acting. It's the messages within the movie fed to you unbeknownst to those who are not looking. And you have to consider everything in the movie was written. Everything in the movie was intentional. Everything in the movie was meant to be. Now, let me give you an example. This movie, I'm not even going to tell you the name because I'm not trying to disparage. But the character of the movie, one of them is Eddie Banks. Eddie Banks plays the father. And the brother, who is from NCIS Las Vegas, plays the son. Now, Eddie Banks, playing this guy's father, points to the fact that he's light-skinned, so the mother is a light-skinned person. Now, the son is now married to a white woman, and they have a white daughter for all intents and purposes, half, quarter black, whatever. But my point is, why did they need to write the movie under those circumstances and make it so obvious that this is what they wanted you to see? They wanted you to see, and I'm going to say it, folks, the lightification of blackness in the form of a movie. And whether you acknowledge it or not, it was done intentionally. And that is my fucking point. It was done intentionally. It was done purposefully. And one begs the question, why? Why in the underlying story plot of movies is there subtle message being delivered? And that subtle message is constant. It screams. Why is it that they must feed the public with this message? Why couldn't this brother been married to a sister? Why couldn't his father have been married to a sister? Why couldn't their child have been? Oh, yes, I understand, writer's choice. Fuck that. Fuck that. Inadvertently, you do is you put your values, you put what you hope to be, you put your message in what you create. So the storyline being the wife is kidnapped the husband has to go rescue the wife from the Middle East. And again, got to be saving poor Karens all over. That's another common theme. Maybe that's the reason for the character placement. And whether you understand, whether you agree, I just don't fucking care. Because the fact of the matter is, the fact that you don't care about messages delivered to the general public for some specific reason lets me know you're a sheep. They can put everything in front of you and you'll just suck it up. You won't question what's being presented and why. Negroes in this country need to start asking questions. That is my point. We need to start examining what's being placed in front of us and why. Quite frankly, I'm a little bit concerned about that message that they're conveying. They want to eliminate, it seems they want to water down blackness. They want to, at every turn I look at it on TV, in movies, it just seems that it's almost an agenda. And so, I'm gonna get on and talk about it. I just watch the damn movie, and throughout the movie, you are constantly reminded that this man is going through war zones, going through hell, yes, for the woman that he loves. But isn't it interesting that the woman he loves couldn't look like him? I don't understand why that can't be the case. And I can't understand why anybody that hears me says this and takes offense. What's the problem when you're paired with a likely coupled pair, somebody you expect? You don't have a problem with that. And what bothers me as well is motherfuckers they don't want to have uncomfortable conversations, do they? About this condition that we all live under. They don't want to have the uncomfortable conversation of the effects of colonialism. I just I watched a special on the occupation, if you will, of Australia and how it came about and what these British folks did to the indigenous population of Australia. It literally boggles the mind. It makes the Holocaust look like a fracas, like a Donnybrook, like it's a freaking bar brawl. The savagery, I gotta say, just the privilege, the presumption. They landed on the shores of Australia, claimed it for England, and began murdering the people there, importing livestock and plants that did not fare well in the Australian climate, in the Australian infrastructure that had been built, the ecosystem that took Australia millions of years to put together. Here comes European colonialistic barbarity. And the history of what they've done is a constant, especially there. And it's better for most that they pay no mind to that history, because now it's an established continent, a country of its own, merit and making. Now that what has been done to create this country, now that has been the case, this is what we are left with. I'm not going to look away from what is anymore. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pretend that what has been happening for hundreds of years at the hands of colonialistic caucasity is not continuing today and not in full swing in this country, because by God, it motherfucking is. The rise of right-wing white nationalism is prophetic in its largeness, for God's sake, folks. It's what drives us toward the future, what drives us toward the inevitable future, because that's the linchpin of this. And the reason I can say that white supremacy is the key is because it's what it opposes that's most interesting. Most folks don't understand it's not white supremacy in itself. It's not right-wing white nationalism in itself that's the thing. It's what right-wing white nationalism opposes. And specifically, it opposes Negroes. And you have to ask yourself, why so pinpointed and focused on a disdain for people you enslaved successfully? Why maintain this hatred? Why maintain this continuous animosity toward people it seems you have well under control? It's not white supremacy that pisses me off. It's what it literally stands for. It doesn't stand for the power of people who are devoid of melanin. Why would you need something to stand for it? It's there. You don't have to rah-rah that, right? I mean, we're looking at this askew. I now understand it's not the white supremacy that bothers me, really. It isn't. It's what it stands for. It's the anti-Hebrew that it stands for, the anti-Negro that white supremacy really stands for. You understand? It's not about them. It really is about us. They're in a tizzy worldwide about white supremacy, about right-wing white nationalism, about protecting that powered infrastructure. We all talk about the Illuminati. We all talk about, this pyramid of people that supposedly run the world. Okay. Let's assume there is a pyramid of people that run the world. Okay. Any of them black? I'm just asking, is any of the people that run the fucking world that are on top of that pyramid that everybody seems to talk about? I mean, it's everywhere. I've seen it. It's like tie-dye shirts now. I think I've seen Jay-Z wear shirts about an Illuminati. It's like an open secret now. It's like this. Hey, what's up? I'm not even gonna look, folks, listen to me. I had some fool contact me on Facebook Messenger asking me if I wanted to join the Illuminati. I told him no. That's like offering me millions of dollars. I don't need it. No thanks. No, I don't, no, I'm not, no. See, if you look at what they're talking about in movies, if you look at what they're talking about in their media, if you look at what they promote, what they brag about, what they seem most proud about is their barbarity, is their ability to kill. No movie makes more money than the amount of murders they can fit in 109 minutes. And I can tell you that without doubt. All you have to do is look at fucking Keanu Reeves and that fucking franchise. The more murder, the better. And they've shown themselves to be fucking good at it. And I'm just telling you that seems to be the case. Fuck. And I'm gonna put this on top of it. And it's my opinion that you need to pay attention to that telegraphic message. Right up there with putting their faces in ours is the message that they are dangerous. And look, I'm not even gonna hold back. I'm doing this because I can't do it with TikTok. For God's sakes, folks, these motherfuckers are dangerous, and they frighten me. Now, and it's not a fear that repels me or causes me to shut up. It's a fear that makes me pay attention to these motherfuckers and know what I'm looking at when I see it, and also let other brothers that, hey, y'all need to steer clear of that whole energy because that shit is not cool, and they know it too because motherfuckers who are nothing to do with what I'm talking about. See, when I talk about caucasity, I'm not talking about a race of people. I'm talking about an attitude carried by individuals, started by certainly a group of people. If you want to call them race, I don't know. Seem to be hybrid humans that are leading the way in this charge toward white supremacy. Y'all don't seem to understand what I'm telling you. So when I look at the message and I see that it's constant, and I don't know how else to tell you, brothers and sisters, that this is for real. And if you step away just long enough to notice it once, you'll see a consistent pattern throughout the movies, throughout the television, throughout the commercials. The worship of caucasity, the worship of colonialistic thought, the worship of idealistic nonsense that centers around a specific group, that really holds to the mantra that as long as they're running things and they're on top, all is right with the world. And that's across the fucking board. Don't fucking give me this, they're better, they're superior. Don't do me that. But no. This is a fucking plot that has evolved through time. And now it seems to be taking off somewhat. I mean, it's worldwide. This right-wing white nationalistic view it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's global. It's in Israel. It's in Europe. It's in the United States. But the most important focus is, what is it that drives this need to be superior? What is it that drives this need to express your supposed superiority? Why is it you must take to the streets to profess white supremacy? I see white dominance, exercised over vast populations of the globe through threat of death and fear and poverty and just, everything that you can imagine. But I don't see the real need to scream to the high heavens that we are the greatest globally at the same time, with violence peppered in there, for those that don't really want to pay attention, I guess. And I say, let them have at it. I say, give them as much room to grow and be as supreme as they want to be, and steer clear of that supremacy. I mean, it is supreme, for God's sake, and you don't want, you just don't want any part of it, right? I mean, really, they certainly don't. They don't invite me to the meetings, so I'm just saying, it's not like, I'm not saying that this is like not happening. This is actually happening. They got a segment of the society that meets in rooms. See, they don't get on YouTube like this. And they don't talk to the public like I'm doing and leave it the fuck on and say, what, motherfucker? They don't do that. What they do is they go meet in these little fucking nondescript rooms. And they plot and plan against a conspiracy in their mind, being placed there by God knows who or what. And they believe the shit they're saying. I mean, when I tell you these motherfuckers are committed like you read about, folks, these are not people to ignore. These folks mean business. And they're growing in number, and they know innately what's coming their way. And it's not good, and we need to be attentive to that. I just don't understand why I'm getting just blocked and locked and banned on these other, and I'm like, what are you doing? Good fucking God. Am I making shit up? Is white supremacy, right-wing white nationalism not global? Am I not looking at what they are telling me about how they feel? Are they not taking to the streets? Did Netanyahu just not get thrown out of office through cooperation between a right-wing party and the left-wing party? So they're trying to work shit out to get their views up in governmental powered positions. Folks, what the fuck? And you know what most of us are doing? We're watching it. And not only are we watching it, folks, we're grinning in their fucking faces and laughing with them. It takes somebody like me to get them to express what they really feel. And I wonder, those that get in my timeline when I'm on TikTok and say the most racist of things, call me boy, talk about all the things black people are and all kind of racist shit that they literally let come out their fucking mouth. And the trip is, and I've said it on TikTok, folks, these are the same folks that surround us. The same folks that pass you by and say good morning. Same folks that fix your food. Same folks you work for. Same relatives you have. These folks sit quietly holding their opinions of us. And it ain't good. And I'm just not one that can live with that. Not quietly, at least. So I've got this. I'm waiting to get up to 1,000 followers on this platform. Again, I know that there are not many people here. I don't even know if chat is working, honestly, folks. Oh, there is chat. Oh, God. Guys, I did not know that chat was on. Good afternoon, Vivian. I had no idea. It was concerted. I didn't see this. So just, I'm new at this. Old school gamers. I mean, you listen, folks, and you know what? There's 6 of you here now. There were 9 or whatever. It's not even, that's not important. What's important is if one person just understand, I'm not preaching hate. I don't want any of you to make a fucking move in their goddamned direction. Folks, when I'm telling you these folks are making movies like Conan, these motherfuckers they have telegraphed their aggression for God. Oh my, as long as there's been TV plays, they'll make fucking movies about how many people they can kill. Some of their biggest heroes are the biggest murderers. Fuck, I can't stop reading about Hitler and looking about World War II. It's like they worship this motherfucker antithically. Oh, how you doing there, sir? How you doing? I'm so sorry. You talked to me because I was trying to do a TikTok and they didn't let me do a TikTok. I can't do it until the 4th or something, or the 5th, and they'll push it back and all that. Eventually, they'll let me go back on. I don't know. I'm expecting at some point the message will be so precise, so clear, so targeted, so fucking on point, so many people looking that they will eventually cut me off. And at that point, I'm hoping that this at least gets me to 1,000. Because if I can do 1,000 here, I can do mobile. And when I do mobile, then I'm just gonna fuck this shit up. So if I can get to 1,000 people here, it's gonna be fun. But I'm not pushing it. The reason I'm not pushing it is because I don't accept any of this shit. I'm using it. There's you listen, folks, we have to thread the fucking needle here. I mean, I'm telling you what's real. No, you can't be overly righteous. You can't be overly evil. Creator says it. No, you can't be overly righteous, you're a target. You try to be overly righteous if you want to, approaching self-righteousness for folks to see, and this overly good, man, that's like beaming a fucking, a Batman signal for the fallen, or at least, some of them to come, not the fallen, but their grandchildren who are above us. Can't do that. I hope you understand what I mean. I'm not talking out the side of my neck. The scriptures, I take the scriptures literally, and I examine every single utterance of scripture. That, to me, is the key to understanding what's going on. I hope you understand that. I'm not going to quote scripture, or rather, I'm not going to open up the Bible with you. I'm not going to put that fucking pretense on. I'm not a goddamn preacher. Sorry. I'm not going to pretend to be one, so don't look for it. Ever! No, we've been through that exercise. We don't need ministers at the front of anything. We don't need anyone at the front. Not one human being that is not anointed of the Most High needs to step up. Creator's got this. I just need everybody to know that. I'm waiting for the kingdom. And that has to be real in your mind, and you have to reject this shit. This shit is a fucking farce. And the further you step back from this shit, the more you see how much shit it is. I kid you not, man. I can't even look at it anymore. I don't even know what's going on. I can't sit, and I mean it, I can't sit through more than 5 minutes of a movie if I see Cassidy. Ruins a fucking movie for you. Now I can't unsee it. Whole time I watched this fucking movie, my wife was in there. She's like, damn, don't ruin the movie. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just can't unsee it now. The opposite takes place if you notice it. The opposite takes place if you notice it. Listen to me, folks. The programming that they put in our television, in our movies, in our all these things. If you are not aware of what's going on, you won't take notice. You won't take notice during the entire movie. It'll be just another show you're watching. Listen to me. The opposite's true if you notice. Because if you notice the programming and you see it, now during the whole movie, you can't unsee what's going on. Hey, Jay, what's up? You can't unsee it. So the programming takes an opposite turn if you notice the programming. Again, you look at movies, you look at TV, you look at the commercials. If you don't notice the programming, it never takes your interest. It never, you're just looking at TV casually. What do? We just sit there casually. Commercial after commercial, you can sing the jingle. You look at the biracial couple with the biracial child, and it doesn't even cross your mind that you've been seeing that as a message consistently for the last 4 or 5 years in every commercial. I have to ask myself, I have seen Above Majestic. I promoted it. I pushed it. A fucking amazing show, isn't it? You know, most people think Above Majestic, oh, you're trying to be hooty tooty. No, that's a fucking security clearance. Yeah, I've seen it. So if you notice that they're pushing this over a period of time, deep, if you notice they're pushing it, you have to ask yourself, here's what I asked when I saw commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial of biracial couple, black, white, black, child, mixed. And I don't, do your fucking thing. I don't give a fuck what you do. Do what the fuck you want. I ain't in business. I'm taking notice. But are the same advertising companies winning the lowest bids for these commercials? I don't think so. You can't tell me that the same dude is doing commercials for Tide, for fucking, who knows? Other these fucking, Jesus, who knows what other commercials I can think of? McDonald's, doing commercials for rent-a-car, for doing commercials for, tissue paper, doing commercials for smell good shit, commercials for furniture, commercials for cars. All different commercials, all interracial, all mixed, all just, and what is it just suddenly now upon us? And it's not offensive, it's just noticeable, and it begs the question, why? Why are we doing that? And why fuck with what the Most High put in place? Why is what is the multicolored problem, people? What is the rainbow of folks that the Creator obviously intended? If you look at the pattern that he showed on the animals, that just insects, just in different varieties, it's amazing. Of course, humans going to have different phenotypes, different looking people. Some need to take care of themselves a little bit better than others, but we'll get to that. Sorry. I thought that was the waning of fertility of Western man. I don't think the waning fertility of Western man is really a thing. I think, the fact is, and I'm just going to say it plain and simple, they're not fucking. It's not about fertility. I mean, I've read the stats, the statistics don't lie. It's not about nobody's going sterile. It's not that. Not only, it's not that, it's also that morning after pill, these decisions, just, hey, it's your body, your choice. Feel it, dog. Do what you want. Now, I didn't say there wouldn't be consequences, but you do what you want. The Creator says everything is available for you to do, but everything ain't to your advantage. The Creator said that. You can do whatever the fuck you want, folks. I need you to understand that I'm not laying any rules down. I'm not pointing to any rules. When I talk about what I'm seeing, I'm just talking about what I'm seeing. I know the kingdom will override, supersede, and replace everything that we now know. Period. There's no way that you are going to continually pray for the kingdom to come and it ain't going to show the fuck up. I want you to know. You understand? You understand every Sunday these fools get in here and by God, somewhere across the whole globe, just a fucking riveting effect, the tidal wave of the Lord's Prayer. That vibration is coming out their fucking mouth, dummies. They keep praying for their own destruction. Oh, you don't get that? I know y'all get that shit. I know y'all understand this is all just one big reflection. That's all it is. It's just one big vibrational frequency just bouncing and recreating itself. And, you know, as above, so below. It's wonderful. Motherfuckers need to look into those words. As above, so below. Whatever's happening in the heavens, it's going to happen here. It's like a frequency. It's like taking a rock and putting it in the middle of a still pond. That shit's coming, baby. That's it. And I mean, that's the point of our existence, to reflect the unseen world. Did you know that? Why did God make man? Why did God make man? Was it to just show off? Because he did show off. Why did God make man? He did. He showed off a little bit. He did. Made the angels feel some kind of way. Yes, he did, God. Yes, he did. He knows he did too. And maybe why he said, man, y'all go ahead and try. You feel me? And he does this. He loves to show off a few things. You know, look, think of God as the great-grandfather. There's a parent. Think of the Creator as a parent, the ultimate parent. We're made in the Creator's image. Since he is not physical, that image does not mean, it may, you know, maybe when he transits into physical, it looks like a brother because he's got the wool and the brown skin. But you know that all of us at some point in our lives, at some place, recognize that we reflect God's personality on some plane. We have to understand that. All of us. I looked up something and realized it as well. Some people tell me, you know, the evil that's in the world is just terrible. The evil that's in the world. And in Scripture, the Creator pointedly says that he created the evil. You need to look it the hell up. Literally, the Scriptures say that he created the evil. That God created the evil. Now, I looked at that being put in Scripture. All Scriptures inspired of God. All Scriptures. So, I need to ask you folks a question. Do you think God was bragging? Now, for those of you that really look into Scriptures, you can absolutely believe that the Creator of all things, God Almighty, God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, said, I created the evil. So, with that said, that being spoken by the Most High, in what context was God speaking? Do you think God was bragging? Of course not. The Creator was not bragging. That'd be stupid, wouldn't it? The Creator was confessing. And reflectively so, what does the Creator require of us? That we too confess our evil. You want me to go one step further? As difficult as it is for us to conquer our own evil, Paul said, he's a miserable individual. He does the sin he does not wish to do. It's body against spirit. We get that, right? Well, obviously the creator had a conflict as well. And it's taken the creator a long time, a long, patient, long suffering time to come to terms with the evil that he must destroy. Because it is of his own creation. And in like manner throughout creation, everything finds it difficult to destroy its own evil. This is why white supremacy flourishes. It is difficult for them to punish themselves. They hesitate. They won't do it. In like manner, it is difficult for the Creator to bring himself to have to destroy Satan, that which he himself says to have created. The one thing people don't pay attention to, they love the attributes of the Creator. They love his love and his joy. But you know what's really amazing about the Creator? His ability to hold off on executing judgment. Just like your parents, your parents see that you've done something wrong and you're going to have to get yourself corrected. And they do everything they can to hold off correcting you. But eventually, you must be corrected. In like manner, these Gentiles must be corrected. People think that Creator's taking his time. No, the Creator's not taking his time. Creator doesn't want to do it. You hear me? You think the Creator wants to destroy his creation? I hope you understand what I'm saying. And it's uniform throughout the creation. He haggled with Lot trying to put off destroying Sodom and Gomorrah. Y'all don't see the Creator is like, he's a parent concerned about his children. He doesn't want to have to do what he's going to have to do. It's going to pain him to have to do it. The Creator gets pained. He looked at us and felt regret. What are you fucking talking about? How simple is this to figure out? How simple is it for us to understand that all the shit we go through in our lives, no matter what it is, God went through it first. And this is what he's trying to show us. Your existence is for that purpose, to recognize everything emanates from the unseen. It helps in worshiping God. Dummies, right? When you understand that as above, so below, when you understand that your life is a reflection of what the Creator goes through, what all creation has gone through, and now you respect creation. Now you respect that which brought this creation about because you understand the vibrational significance of invisible to visible. And uniquely, I hope everybody's following me. Uniquely, we are a combination of both. This is why the angels peer at us with curiosity. God animated inanimate matter. He breathed into us the breath of life. And the angels were like, what? Did you see that? What was that? That thing moved, partner. That motherfucking thing didn't move, man. Don't you? Whoa, that motherfucking thing didn't move. Can you just think about what we're talking about? Listen, if there was a war in heaven, there was a discussion before it happened, right? Everybody snap the fuck out of it. Do you understand what I'm trying to get you to understand? That all of this has to even itself out. Just like a pebble thrown in that still water, all that ripple, all that vibration affecting everything around it eventually must subside. The war in heaven is over. Now, the creation has to be dealt with because that vibrational frequency is just, I know y'all understand this shit. This is not hard to understand. You know, everything that is emanates from everything that is not. That is what we are talking about. And that connective psychic tissue flows through all creation, seen and unseen. Our job is to recognize it and deal with it because there's some shit going on. It's unfortunate. Yes, and yeah, with some shit and we're to blame. Unfortunately. I mean, if we had just kept it, I don't know. What the fuck's wrong with us? What the hell is wrong with us? We could have just done what the fuck we're supposed to do, right? I mean, I don't want to harp on us, I know, but truth of the matter is the Creator had a purpose, and his purpose was directed. He gave real detailed instructions, right? He gave warnings. He's like, listen, don't fuck up now. Don't mess up, because I'm going to deal with you if you do, okay? Just like your parents. Your parents leave the house. And look at you. Listen, I'm coming back. I'm coming back by 8 o'clock, okay? And in fact, you know what? I'm not even telling you when I come back. I'm coming back. You'll know when I'm coming back. Maybe something will happen outside. Maybe you'll hear something. You'll take notice. You'll at least know I'm approaching. Let's leave it there. But when I come back to this mother, it better be right. You better be on point. And everybody that's not on point is going to get had. Everybody hear me? Write this shit down. Write it the fuck down. Thank you. Write it down. Everything I say, just write it down. Okay, so we clear? You understand? Deuteronomy 28. Everybody got it? Everybody repeat. Everybody tell me they have. You know what? The Creator did that too. Everybody tell me they got it. We got in a group, a crowd of motherfuckers. Y'all need to read the Bible if you don't think this is true. The Creator got this on lock. This ain't guesswork. God don't leave nothing to chance. He said, I'm gonna lay down the rules. Everybody got to read the rules. Everybody got to write the rules. Everybody understand that? Everybody understand that. Now count all of you folks since you want to count. Told you not to count, but now that you have started, I want everybody. Good. Now, got that? Everybody know what's happening, right? Everybody knows what's happening, right? Everybody gather around. For those of you that understand and agree, this agreement between this covenant between me and you, tell me you agree. The whole congregation. And that pattern was used in Nazi Germany because Hitler did the same thing. Hitler got all of Germany together and said, give me the mandate to do this. Do you agree? They all said, we agree. Collective agreement is something God uses. Collection is something God uses. Look at Job. Everybody just, announcement went out. And God said, okay, I want to see who this is. Oh, it's nobody I know. So I get to, well, look at this. Watch what I'm going to do. Now, so collectively, we understand that the same pattern that held from back then, collective agreement, held today, collective agreement. I wonder when this will happen again. Obviously, I am trying to tell my daughter I'm doing a YouTube live and don't have time to talk, but hopefully she'll get that. Tell me when that will happen again. That may have to happen again. That may happen in this country. It seems they're gathering toward some thing that may put them in that position where the folks in this country will have to gather together and collectively agree on something. When that happens, Negroes, gather your shit and prepare to be on the move. I don't know. All I'm looking for is that reflective, connective energy. Whatever's coming started from up there. A war in heaven is going to be war here. All the shit. And again, I love to point out the fact that everything we go through as humans, especially as Negroes, the betrayal, all the things that we go through, the hurt, the love, anger, trying to figure shit out with the family, trying to please this one and that one, dealing with all this. The Creator had to think about what you are, the spirit creatures you got to deal with. These are spirit creatures you got to deal with. Oh, everybody got their own. And we seem to have somewhat of a history in some retarded form. They've, I think, hidden most of the actual history, whether they are stories from, the Greek gods or whether it's, Zeus. Or, there's the strife in the heavens. Somebody's got that written down somewhere. It may not be accurate. You understand what I'm saying? All the shit that we hearing, Mount Olympus, all this shit. Come on, man. They got that shit detailed real hard, don't they? Zeus, all these motherfuckers, gods who created men. And what did I say? God evidently created men by his own hand. That's why we are designed. He combined spirit and matter and made it sentient. Of course the angels look at us crazy. Of course the angels look at us with curiosity. Of course they're going to have an attitude. Creator says, you know, you might have to do what they tell you to do once, maybe. What? I'm just imagining somebody got an attitude. Look, don't tell me that shit ain't happening up there. Don't tell me that people don't have opinions. Don't tell me that 200 of them got together collectively. What did they do? They collectively agreed to do this thing. They mimicked the pattern of the Most High. Same requirements God made of Israel. Do you agree to follow my commandments? And the whole of Israel said, we agree. They got on the mountain. They said, fallen, was like 200 of them, like, hey, listen, so we agree to do this, right? We gonna do this, right? Hey, man, pay the fuck attention. What's wrong with you, man? Putting on makeup and shit. The fuck? What's wrong with this motherfucker? All with this makeup shit. Stupid. You agree or what? Y'all didn't know that makeup came from a demon? Makeup came from a demon, yeah. And I mean, you know, think about it. Are you telling me these conversations didn't happen? You telling me that these beings got together, collectively pissed off, probably mad they had to serve man or some dumb shit, got an attitude. They make free choice. So these beings that are eternal, they're not physical, they described one that can get from point A to point B with one flap of their wings. They described another class of spirit creature that can get from point A to point B, same distance, 2 flaps of the wings. They measuring shit. Am I stupid? Don't fucking act like we can't just level this shit out and bring the motherfuckers that brought this lofty shit to humans is right over there in the Vatican, chiseling out fucking images and motherfuckers and then kneel in front of them. You must be out of your mind. Did you see what the Pope sits on? Dude, let me ask you. I just want to, you gotta normalize these motherfuckers. See, you motherfuckers see the Pope. Oh, the Pope. Oh, some of y'all don't kneel. Me, hey Pope, what's up, man? How you doing? Chilling, right? What's happening? What's cracking? Oh no, you normal folks, man. I know you used to be just a priest, right? I mean, you's a Jesuit. What are you talking about? Well, now I gotta fucking kiss your ring and shit. I ain't kissing shit, partner. Get away from me. I don't know what's being that ring, Ben. How many people have put their mouths on that fucking ring, P? I call it P. So what's up, man? What kind of shit you hiding, Pope? Because you hiding shit, partner. You know you hiding shit, man. Why don't you just tell it? Be a man. I'm just fucking with you. I wouldn't say that shit. He'd have me killed. I wouldn't say. I'm just joking. Y'all think I'm kidding? You think I'm playing? I wouldn't talk to that dude. That motherfucker would look. If I see the Pope, and he moves in my direction, I'm going to keep whatever distance we started at when I saw him. He gonna think we dancing. I ain't playing. You keep away from evil. You run from evil. You look away from evil. You look away from evil. It's in front of you all the time. All you have to do is look away. If you're watching TV, something you don't like comes in front of you, you know it's not supposed to be something you're looking at, look away. That's all. That's what David should have done. It ain't rocket science to protect yourself, to guard yourself from caucasity. Look away, avoid. Don't offer your energy. Don't accept energy offered. Be very, very strict about what you let in, who you let in. It's important now that we guard our association. It's more important now because the infection rate is so high. For those of you that just come in, I hope they don't think I'm talking about COVID. I'm not. And when I lose one or two of you, I hope it's because you dropped your phone or passed out or went to sleep. If the message irritates you, please don't wait. Leave. Because the fact of the matter is, somebody had to fucking say it. We have to connect ourselves back to the time when we wasn't interested in these motherfuckers because we was doing better. I'm sorry to tell you. You know what I mean? When we didn't pay them no mind, I'm telling you right now, that's when Tulsa, that's why Tulsa happened. We wasn't paying them motherfuckers a bit of mind on about our business. We was paying them so much no mind, we thought we was cool. They was leaving us so alone, so well. I can't tell, why do I, look, damn, boy. And they took notice. They took notice. They said, oh, shit, wait the fuck, hold up. Hey, what's this brother doing driving a car? It must have been, I'm not laughing, but it must have been a slow bullet with these motherfuckers. It must have been like, hey, Jim Bob, come here for a minute. What's up? What's up? What the motherfuckers over there driving a brand new motherfucking car, partner? Man, you lying. The hell I am. They never go down the street. They never go down the hell they would go down the street full of black people. They wouldn't be seen. It was discovered, motherfuckers. The shit was discovered. The shit was discovered. Motherfuckers like, they got new clothes on. This one over here looked like they got new shoes on. Say, hey man, you go get the brothers. This is the beginning of the end when shit got real. Notice shit got. You let them know what's going on over here, because I be goddamned if they do better than me. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. This is why I take the stand that I do. I need one of you to convince me. I need one of you to convince me sincerely that you believe the progeny of slave owners bids you a fond and profitable, prosperous farewell. Are you fucking crazy? Are you out of your fucking... Every time they see one of us do well, they feel some kind of way. Motherfuckers take that somewhere, sock it away, save it for a rainy day. But good Lord, keep that one. Do you understand me? When there's nothing that gets me more... The motherfucker telling me, well, I just want you folks to do well. Sir, you might want to step back. Well, did I say something wrong? Yes, you did. You lied. What do you mean I lied? Sir, let me explain. In no universe do you truly believe that we as Negroes do well in this country. And here's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Just stop lying to yourself, sir. Stop the deceit. Stop the fucking lies. Don't say that to me. Here's what I prefer, sir. Think to yourself that you want us to do well, and leave it at that. Can you do that? Can you just keep that lie to yourself? Because, I mean, stop. Why can't they? I mean, look. Why can't... They got a bank. Look, they got a bank. They do. We do have a bank, don't they? They don't like that shit, huh? Oh, they don't like that shit. We try. Look, I'm telling the truth because Gaddafi tried to put us on equal footing with the world. For those folks from that era, and they came, they saw, he died. That's what she said. That's what Hillary said. That's how serious they are. Oh my! All they do is listen. Here's the thing. Some of them lie to themselves. Some of them lie to themselves on a daily basis and expertly. They deceive themselves into thinking that if I'm liberal in my speech, they won't pay attention to what I actually do. We're watching you, and we see you, and it's my opinion that we should leave you alone. And I'm only talking about the folks who make it obvious their disingenuous nature. To regular people, to folks who are just folks that walk past us and say, hey, what's up? And they don't have an opinion, they don't care. You could talk all day about black issues and they'll just look at you and go, listen to me, folks. When you see one of these Gentiles doing that, you need to go give them a hug. And then you need to put a barrier around them, just like a red tape, some sort of line. Protected species. Those are the folks we must embrace. Those that can listen and go, no opinion one way or another. If they have opinions, they have the good sense to keep them to them fucking selves. And those treasures, those human beings, find one. For God's sake, they are out there. They don't say a fucking word. They just stand there and we get it. I get some of them because colonialism is a motherfucker, isn't it? Some just I mean, really. Because some of this colonialism is a motherfucker. Some of them openly admit it, will tell you to your face, oh my God, the horror we have created. And we'll even go so far as to say, and I apologize. I don't even know what to say. Some of them, they're all around us. They're everywhere, but they're so quiet in the face of the immediate threat. And that is the dichotomous contradiction that just pains and tugs at me every day. Will any of them stand up to themselves? No. I keep saying it, wishing it. No, it's not going to happen. That's why the kingdom has to come. None of them are going to stand up. As nice as they are, they still have that in their corner. They're not going to stand up to white supremacy and demand its disbandment. They're just not going to do it. I mean, it's just not going to happen. I mean, it's just not the ones that are brave enough to stand up to white supremacy. Those are saints. Those are saints. And those saints, I think there's 7 maybe on the planet. Maybe. And I kid you not, there might be maybe 8. At most 10 people that will go up into white supremacy's face and let's do it, motherfucker. What up? Saints. Saints. Those motherfuckers are. Yeah. But, what can you do? Yeah, I drifted. What can I do? All right, so thank you, Amuse Fuse. You like the ring? The ring? Which ring? This ring? Yeah, it's a little black ring. And the hat, I thank you. The cap, appreciate it. I have, I don't wear it because it's just as nice as hell. I bought it like years ago. Let me tell you the story about the hat so everybody knows, okay? There's no statement being made here at all. January 6th, I'm sweating a little bit. January 6th, I got on this fucking TikTok shit. I'm going to start a little bit of a breeze. You might hear it. Sorry, got to have it. A little warm. January 6th, I watched the news with everyone else. And bewildered, something within me snapped. I'm not, and I'm going to say that freely and openly. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, because I watched people I know I've seen, if you understand my meaning. A saddened saints giving bullet holes. Yes, I'll get into that in news. I watched people that I've seen. I don't mean people that I know personally, but I've watched people that, that I've seen who, at Walmart, people that I know that I've seen at, McDonald's, serving the food, getting this, helping you here, how you doing, what's up. And I saw thousands of these people lose their minds collectively, and all energized by right-wing white nationalism. That's a problem. That's a fucking problem. And to compound it, motherfuckers died at this event, this organized event. And it's obvious they understand what occurred, because for a moment they released video of right-wing white nationalism all peppered throughout the attendees. They showed video of the organized break-in as they practiced in a hotel room and how to breach the Capitol. My thought as well is, what was the point in bringing a Union Jack into the Capitol, something that had never been done before? Whose idea was that? What kind of statement was that? And then the piece de resistance, the coup de grace. Someone of these individuals determined it a good idea that they spread feces on the wall of this esteemed building, esteemed in their eyes, esteemed in their minds. And not too many of them are even aware that that happened, and even less of them are angered. But had any of the individuals, the participants, been us to any degree, and all of us would be paying a price right now. All of us would be suffering the wrath of caucasity to this goddamned day, and you know it. We wouldn't be able to show our fucking faces for these motherfuckers looking at us crazy, wondering, were you there that day? And since most of us look alike to them, I can't imagine the terror some of us would have to face at the hands of these armed motherfuckers. Please don't mistake this for something else, people. What we witnessed was white supremacy taking a deep breath. And they let it out into this country. And it breathes still. And we better pay attention, because the next deep breath white supremacy takes might be our last. You think these folks are playing? They're not playing. They're not playing. They're preparing. They're arming themselves. They're angry. I think we did over the quadfecta over in, yeah. They're armed, they're angry, they're agitated, and they're anxious. That is a deadly combination for Negroes. And again, it's in our best interest to simply steer clear of the problem. That's all I'm suggesting. When the problem makes itself known to you, steer clear of the problem. That's all I'm saying. Everyone's not a problem. You don't have to steer clear of everyone. But the problem, when it makes itself known, when you see it, go the other way. That's all. Steel yourselves mentally in preparation for the kingdom. Because the shit you're about to see may frighten you. And I mean that. And I mean that. There are going to be some terrifying days ahead. And creation knows it. I don't know what else to tell you. So I'm in an hour and 4 minutes. I think that's enough. I think I've done well. I hope everybody shares it. I hope everybody who's commented shares it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys attending. Of course, I'm going to have to do this more and more. I have to get better and better at it, and will do so. Until then, steer clear of caucasity. Recognize it. Watch what you watch on television, for God's sake. Watch what you take in. That is an act. The act of taking in anything can be stopped by looking away. What's your TikTok name again? Doug Rice, Dougrice. Also Rug Dice, Rugdice. Also, I think Doug Rice 3. So I got one TikTok video there. I just don't want to saturate. Plus, I need to do more YouTube lives anyway. Appreciate your presence. You guys have a wonderful day.